The Bend Fire and Rescue is replacing 6 of its fire engines that have been in service for 20 years, which is longer than its typical life expectancy. Our firefighters are now training on these impressive new machines, and they'll be in service this winter.
Our present fleet of engines is about 20 years old, and that exceeds the lifespan of most fire engines by 5 or 8 years. So we're buying 6 new engines, which will be our whole fleet, in order to replace the old ones and give us a whole new level of reliability.
These new fire engines are something that the Bend Fire Department we're very proud of. The citizens of Bend should have that same level of pride in what they've invested for us. This brings us back up to the 21st century in firefighting.
They're much safer to drive and to stop. And these engines, we expect them to run on several thousand calls a year. So they need to be reliable and need to be very safe.
There was a large committee of 17 members of the Bend Fire Department that spec'd these new engines, from captains all the way down to firefighters. They spent months going over every piece of this engine to build what we need for the moving forward in the department.
We're paying for these 6 new engines by financing them within our own budget, and they should be paid off in about 8 or 10 years. We also have a way to sell the old engines that smaller departments can use.
To get the most out of these really expensive fire engines and all the technology that's in it, we need to get the hours spent with our trainers so our crews can utilize this equipment to the best of their abilities.
21 years makes a huge difference in technology, as well as size, weight, power, and water capacity that comes out of these new engines. The space that our firefighters and our crews have inside now is tremendously larger, as well as our compartmentation to carry more gear as we move forward and run all kinds of different calls, EMS as well as fire and rescue calls.
The technology changes in the last 20 years are reflected in our braking system, our electronics, the wiring, the pump system, and the lighting system, all the LED lights on it. Make this a much more advanced engine than the last ones.
All of our crews that we have today, they're used to the old fire engines. So we can't just bring in a new fire engine, put firefighters on it, and then send them out the door. They have to learn how all the systems work, they have to learn all the safety features, and they have to be competent in the operation of all the equipment that's on it before we can send them out the door to go fight that first fire or go to that first medical call.
The guys are really excited for this new fleet to show up and to start training on them. It is a complete different look for us. It's a new fleet. It's a new experience.